Joined now by Astros manager Dusty Baker. How's the offseason been?
Well, it's been pretty good. It's going quick, though.
Yeah.
It's going real quick. And we've been dealing with a lot of rain and flooding and just power outages and stuff like that. So this is a great night out.
People might not know that you're a huge basketball fan. You've had season tickets here since the 80s. What's the story behind that?
Well, actually, my dad, I bought them for my dad. And then my dad died 13 years ago, so my son begged me to keep them. And the Kings weren't that good for a long, long time, but they're playing better now. My son's the biggest Kings fan that you ever see, other than my dad.
Yeah.
And so it's always fun to come to a basketball game, especially in your hometown. I only got to drive 30 minutes. And, I like the energy. I like the athleticism of basketball players.
And you played basketball yourself. You were a good hooper.
Well, I thought I was. I don't know if I could have played with these guys, but at the time I thought I could have. But I tell you, I just admire them so much because, like I said, they're very athletic. They run up and down the court. They change directions. And I'd like to take some of them on the baseball field because I think some of them could play baseball.
You've gotten to know Rockets head coach Stephen Silas pretty well.
Right.
What advice have you given him about coaching a young team?
Well, the advice I gave him after his dad died, actually, was just talk to your dad. And sometimes you'll hear him talking to you. And I haven't given him a whole bunch of advice about coaching a young team, but, he knows what to do. And, his dad knew what to do. So, if he just thinks about what his dad had told him and how his dad raised him, then, he'll be fine. I'm just hoping that, I don't know if I'm hoping that they beat the Kings or not, because my son asked me who they're rooting for. But they got to win a couple games because this is a tough road trip for them, and I'm pulling for them, and I like them a lot.
In your experience, what's the key to leading a young team?
My experience is that you got to let them play, but you got to also teach them discipline at the same time. And love is discipline, and you can't wait too long to try to help them and teach them. And my son was excited about seeing this game because he thinks they have some of the most best young talent in the league.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about seeing them. And I met some of them at the stadium. I see them throwing out the first pitch, and I asked my son, hey, where do you go to school, or who's he, who's this guy? So, I'm hoping they make good showing tonight.
Spring training just around the corner. Hard to believe it's almost here. How do you feel about this upcoming season?
Well, right now I'm just trying to enjoy the rest of my off season. Getting ready to pack soon here to leave, and excited about this season. And like I said, if I win one, I want to win two. So I'm in a position to do so. I miss my guys. I haven't hardly called them. I'm leaving them alone because, whenever you go to the World Series, it's an extremely short off season. So I'm just hoping that now's the time that they start working out and getting ready, getting their minds ready for this long marathon called baseball.
Last very important question. How much fishing have you done in the off season?
None. I was about to go fishing. I was about to go fishing this month. Yeah, but the rivers are swollen.
Yeah.
Rivers are swollen. Lakes are swollen. And I haven't duck hunted at all. This is Jay Bruce, one of my former teammates, the Willis Marsh Ranch.
Yeah.
And this is my good luck hat that I wore during the season.
Well, Dusty, enjoy the game. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you very much, and hello to Houston.